Hi, I wanted to go ahead and show you an example of some of my work that I've done that is online and that could also be modified to do in the classroom. So these are guided notes and they can be more commonly known as guided reading, as well as intro to information. Normally this is what these would look like. So you can see that there's a chart here the students would be required to fill out, as well as some fill in the blanks, multiple choice answers, etc. This has been taken, these questions, and adapted into a more interactive form. So the students would be given the opportunity to either watch a video of me going through this and then following along and completing, or they could go on their own time and they would have audios of the slides in each corner. These audios will give them explanations as well as examples to the students. That way they would be able to receive the same information that they would get from the video. And they would follow down all the way through all these slides until they come to the check for understandings. And in which case, again, they would have an audio that would give explanations. It would also provide them with the answers and why and how I got to those answers. So all they would have to do on the slide would be to grab the box and move it to its designated picture based upon the correct answer. I would have also gone through and explained what each of these things were and specifically the parts that I was talking about. So I know some of these pictures, for example, this is a buffet. And so they would be told that, and they would be told that this is a convection oven. So they would have a general understanding of the items. Then they would move on to the next one. And these are the law of thermodynamics. And if you go back up here to the slides, you'll see that all of these are provided, again, as well as with audios. So the students could come here, they would read, they would grab the ribbon and move it to whichever law that they think it belongs to. And then they would answer their final question. And this one is determining whether the object is a thermal insulator or a thermal conductor. These sharks would represent thermal insulators, and the trains would represent thermal conductors. And they would grab and move depending on what they think the object would be. And again, there is an audio clip in the top right-hand corner. This will provide them with explanations of what each individual item is, and then it would also provide them with whether it is an insulator or a conductor. So part of the benefits of this is in case you have a student who is a lower reading level, this allows them the opportunity to receive the information in multiple types of media. So you have the audio clips that they will have total access to, as well as the video. And then they would also have the PowerPoint, and this would be done in class. So they could review back to it in their own time if they needed to, but they would also have the capability of um, learning this information in class. It also encourages students to attempt the assignment. I know sometimes they like to look at an assignment, get overwhelmed, and then rather than even trying or making an attempt at it, they just put their hands up, walk away, and say no. With this format, it's designed to encourage them to at least consider trying, even if it just means they randomly grab the things and move them. At this point in time, that's a starting point that I can work with getting them to at least listen to the audios, and then they're still absorbing some amount of information. And last but not least, this is beneficial because if I have a student who has to miss classes for an extended amount of time due to circumstances that are unforeseen, they still have access to this. They won't be, it's almost as if they are still a part of class without having to be in class. They should be able to continue doing their work at home, or if not, they would be able to complete this within a study hall. If you have any questions about this or would like to see more, I would be more than happy to provide you with more examples.